Hello, how's it going today? Anyways, so we're over here at a new excavation for one of our swimming pools, a new customer of ours. And what we want to do is highlight with you what's going on a day of excavation. So there's a lot of stuff happening here, and we really want you guys to see from outside on the street to in the backyard what it looks like when we dig a pool, because it's kind of a messy thing. So in the front yard, you can see right off the bat, we got these big trucks here. Your driveway gets blocked potentially, and you can even see on the driveway there's going to be scuff marks, going to be a lot of tracks from the tractor coming up and dumping in. These trucks are really big and heavy. They take up quite a bit of space. Sometimes even neighbors can get a little bit disturbed by this, so it's always good to inform neighbors about what's going to be happening on this day. So you can see on the curb here, dirt, scratches, messy. This is really the only way for us to get the dirt out of the yard. And then you see this path going into the back. It's super bummer that you might have just got your yard done and now we're going to come in and destroy it. So tractors coming in, irrigation, pipes that are underground, grass, plants, anything that could get destroyed from a tractor running over it. It's always better to prep it before we show up. But sometimes there's no time for that. And so we'll just kind of take out what we take out and go on the backyard on the path that's least resistance, I guess you'd say. So after we're done with all this stuff, this is something that you're gonna have to look into getting back up and going. New irrigation, maybe some new grass, new plants. But once we're done with this excavation, you're gonna see we're gonna sweep the ground, clean up the yard, but you're still gonna see this path going through the grass area. So now we're coming down the side yard. So you can see this is a very narrow area that we're working in. The tractor barely makes it down this side yard. You can see how close we are to the house, how close we are to the fence, and the ground. It really depends on the type of ground we're driving through on how well this holds up. You can see this is really soft dirt, and the dirt's actually getting pushed up and it's pushing a little bit on the fencing. That potentially is an issue that could come up where some fencing needs to get repaired. And these are unknown issues, things that can come up during excavation that we're typically not responsible for. It's something that the customer will have to handle after we're done excavating the pool. Also, it's possible that some things can get scratched because when they're driving in or out, taking loads of dirt or trash or grass, sometimes it's such a tight space, you can get the house scratched a little bit or the fencing. So just so you know, tough situation sometimes to dig pools, especially in a narrow area like this. So when we come into a backyard and it's new, depending on the circumstance, like this job yesterday when we started, there was a lot of concrete and a lot of other things back here that the guys had to rip out. And so why some jobs might take 1 day or 2 days, a lot of it's dependent on what's back here to start. A house that's brand new built, no backyard, those are much easier to work in. One that's been here for 20 years like this house, there's a lot that we have to prep for in order to actually get the pool to the place where we have forms in the ground and we start digging it. So luckily this one too has beautiful dirt, right? No rock. It's nice dirt to dig through. So sometimes when we dig pools we run into ground that's very, very hard, and that's called a hard pan or rock claws, where we run into extra time that might take to dig your pool, which isn't typically accounted for when we start. So those are things that sometimes run into extras when we build pools.